everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jaquel, the world's worst YouTuber. Get the fuck out of here. You're not Jaquel. Jaquel has a beard. Well, would you believe me if I went like this? Am I more recognizable now? And yes, that was intentionally, unintentionally paraphrasing, if not directly quoting, Thor Ragnarok. And what the hell did they do to this quarter pounder? It's just doused in mustard. That's not cool, man. It's not cool. But yeah, I shaved my beard because every now and then, every few months, I have to do it. Because it'll get to this point where, no matter how much combing or washing I do to my beard, I always wind up with a good fucking tuft of dandruff right here on the bulbous part of my chin. And it's fucking disgusting. So I have to do something about it. Take care of my face, clean it up a little bit. Don't worry, I'm growing it back. Because I'm not sure if everybody else can relate, but see this fucking turkey gobble? Yeah, not my favorite trait about my physical form. And yes, that is insinuating that I have a corporeal, non-physical form. One that doesn't eat quarter pounders on camera. But yeah, oh my fucking... Still fighting with this lighting. Hey yo, I could be the next dope rapper. You know, I'm fighting with the lighting, and you know what? Okay, yeah, I ain't got nothing to follow that up with. I don't know what the hell my hair is doing. I tried straightening it, but I'm trying to be quick because we got people coming over in like half hour to play D&D, which is why the lighting is really weird because I usually have that window open to help with the lighting. And all I've managed to do is darken the entire room, and I look like a crazed fucking Gorgon, Medusa. I look like I just walked out of a fucking Tim Burton movie. Like I'm like one of the fat backups for Helena Bonham Carter. So my hair might not stay like this. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Oh, cool. Now I look like a fucking choir boy. Peace be with you, brother. Fuck it. I tried to do the hair so I could take the attention away from my face and how large it is without a beard. Which actually, it's not as large as it was the last time I shaved myself clean. It sounded dirty. Why does everything sound dirty if you try hard enough? Does anybody else realize that if you try hard enough, anything can sound dirty? Just say, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I mean at the end of anything. Yeah, just ate some cheese if you know what I mean. Yeah, just plunged my toilet if you know what I mean. I literally just sipped my Coke if you know what I mean. Oh, but yeah, check out the backdrop some more. If I can get the fucking light. Cool! We can't see it. We got a new couch. We had this big-ass 3-piece sectional with an ottoman. But let me tell you what. At Aaron's furniture store, I don't know if this one's franchised, so I don't know if it's representative of all Aaron's. But fuck Aaron's. First of all, God, the lighting is not better. First of all, we got the last couch when we moved. What was I saying? We had the payment set up for the 15th, so you can always choose either the 1st or the 15th, at least with this particular location. Excuse me. We had it set up for another couch originally, but it couldn't fit through our tiny fucking door. The door isn't the only problem. It's just that there's also a ledge, like a little wall on the other side of it also. So aside from it being small, you have to pick it up and angle it. So The sectional was what fit. It wound up being more expensive, but not by much. They cut us a deal or some shit since it was their couch that was too big. So whatever, it was cool, whatever. But we had to sign a different lease for the different couch. 3 or 4 months afterwards, they still called us on the 2nd or the 3rd of each month saying, hey, looks like you guys missed a payment. No, we didn't. We really didn't. It should be set up for the 15th. Why are you calling us? And it was just small little things like that that were just absolutely fucking annoying. If they just kept their things in order and kept shit straight, it would not have been that big of a deal. But it wasn't worth the hassle, and also the couch was craptastic, and we would have been paying on it for another 1.5 years. And it would have been broken by that point. So we returned it, and we got a love seat. There's so much more space in here. I mean, it's the same amount of space, but there's more room for me to do things. I can do more activities. I can do Tai Chi and God knows what else. The only thing is I can't pull my pud the same way as I could on the last couch. Yes, I said pull my pud. For those of you who don't speak 1950s, that means jack off. Ew. So. Ah, motherfucker, that's still hot. Ooh, cream cheese. I hope you can hear that. So, I finally broke down and subscribed to PewDiePie. See, I've never really had anything against PewDiePie. I've just always been this edgy little motherfucker at heart. So if anybody is super popular, I'm like, And what I've seen of him, he's goofy, he's funny, he's sarcastic as all hell. One might think I would like him, but just for the simple fact that he's popular, the #1 subscribed motherfucker on the platform, currently, at least last I checked, I haven't checked recently, I just naturally resist things that are super popular, and even if I try to get into the things, I'm just like, nah, I'm cool. Which makes it exceptionally surprising that I'm actually such a fan of Shane Dawson. Like, I don't get it, he's super popular, especially nowadays. Regardless, I'm surprised that I like Shane as much as I do. But I finally broke down and subscribed to PewDiePie because if you don't understand, if you don't know what's going on, here's the skinny of it. So essentially, for years, I don't know how many years, but I'm not a news source, but for years now, so I think about since like 2013, somewhere in there, give or take a year, PewDiePie has been the #1 subscribed person on YouTube. And now, a whole bunch of people that are doing this whole subscribe to PewDiePie thing and subscribe to PewDiePie because there's another channel that's getting close quickly. The gap is thinning. Now, what I didn't get was, I thought it was just fans that were like, subscribe to PewDiePie so he stays in #1. And then it was made simple to this. The channel that's accumulating so many different subscribers is an Indian company called T-Series, and they do a whole bunch of music videos and whatnot. I don't really have a lot of information on it myself. Excuse me. I'm sure there are better sources you could find this kind of information from. But the point is not to be a super fan of PewDiePie, but it is to keep an independent person, self-made person, in the #1 spot. That way, YouTube isn't being completely overtaken and overrun by corporate bullshit. We can still make it about the creators, the independent creators. And if I'm not going to do it, Jake Paul's not going to be the one to come up. Logan Paul, Zoella, any of these other big name motherfuckers, they're not going to get past PewDiePie. They're not going to get past T-Series. Subscribe to PewDiePie. Keep independent creators in power. And don't let corporate jagoffs take it away from us. Because this is the hope of the independent nation. We must stay together. So honestly, genuinely, if you like the way that I spun it, subscribe to PewDiePie. If not, subscribe to PewDiePie anyway. I actually have started watching him, and dude's actually pretty funny. Not that I need to tell you. Dude's humongous, gigantic. #1 subscribed for some reason, whatever. So yeah, keep independent creators in power and shit. One of these days, I'm actually going to have this frickin' I blinded! I'm gonna have this light settled one of these days. I'm not less blinded. I'm just hoping this has a cool angle on my eyes. You see that quirk? That's a sexy fucking quirk in my eyebrow. Let me finally step back so my eyes can adjust a little bit. So, I'm an empath. Not a lot of people, okay, a lot of people, but the general populace might not know what it means. In Shane's Jake Paul series, Katie Morton mentioned something about being an empath, which she kind of chalked it up to meaning that you have the ability to feel for others deeply, which is indeed definitely part of that. But the way to say you're an empathic person and the difference of saying you're an empath, to me, throughout many years of my life, has always been, if you're an empath, that means you can feel other people's emotions. Not just feel for them, not just resonate within you. You've been in a similar situation, so that makes you feel something. No. You're standing there, then all of a sudden a pissed off person walks into the room just, who ate my fucking tacos? And then suddenly, inexplicably, without any warning or knowledge whatsoever, all of a sudden, you're pissed off also. That's what that means. It means you're feeling all of the emotions. Yours, other people's, your cat's. All of the emotions. This is still an Orc-Log, so, I didn't have anything written or scripted, so I'm just coming off the top of my head. It's very difficult for me to sort that shit sometimes, so let me try again. My fiance just came out and flashed me. She's very distracting, and it could be just us hanging out. I don't get any flashing. I'm trying to film, I get flashed.
How about you don't like it?
Beside the point. So I'm going to start doing something different on my channel. See, I've been doing something and I've been reluctant to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that's, I usually just generalize it to say spirits and spirituality. Because up until recently, I haven't really known how to do it. Oh, my eyes are strained so hard. I haven't really known how to do it or how to go about it because I have an issue with some of the channels like Spirit Science or I don't know, just some of these super new agey types that are just all like, peace be with you, namaste. Everything is right if you just follow the path. Like, that's just so pretentious and arrogant to me. But I do believe in these things to a certain extent. And I also believe that there's a new agey mindset that alienates people and others can't relate, they can't understand, or it's just not interesting to them. So I'm going to start talking about these things in my own little way, probably starting with that I'm an empath, which is different than just being like, being able to empathize. It's on the spectrum of psychic abilities, if you will. It's you feel energies, and the easiest way to feel those energies is you feel other people's emotions. Not just to, like, you empathize, you felt that way before, so you get it. No, all of a sudden you will feel what they're feeling. That's what it means to be an empath. And in my experience, I've learned a lot of things, and I've gone to, it's just something that happened to me. So I've gone to different sources and different book learning, if you will, to learn it myself. And I have a platform and I want to be able to utilize it because there are other people that might be in my shoes and not knowing where to go. And whenever they go somewhere, they find a whole bunch of pretentious, airheaded motherfuckers that are just filling them with a whole bunch of regurgitated information. And there are people that could benefit from a different way of understanding these things than your average hippy-dippy new agey person. And there is a lot of information and a lot of knowledge to get from those channels, but that doesn't mean everybody is going to be able to click with it. So I want to do it in my own goofy way and talk about it. It's going to be serious, but at the same time, I don't want it to be too serious. I don't want it to seem like a seminar. I don't want it to seem like we're in a classroom studying things. I'm still going to talk about them. We're still going to get to our points, but I'm just going to do it like sort of like how I've been doing it in my Orc-Logs. Goofing off and having fun. That way maybe somebody else can actually connect with that. Because I feel like if you're learning it and you're laughing at the same time, you receive it better. So yeah, in some way I guess you could say that I'm manipulating the situation so people will actually learn. But I'm just talking about my experience and the way that I understand things. So if I get something wrong, I could be just wrong. Or my experience might be different than yours. It doesn't mean I'm wrong, it's just I am talking about experience, not book learning type of shit. So, on that note, I've run out of time. I just really wanted to do something quick while I had the ability to get something in, because I don't have the time like I did the last month and a half to do things because our babysitter quit on us. If you want to know more about that, go ahead and check out my last Orc-Log, number 3. So I hope it didn't end too serious. I have this problem, I realize, where I start off strong and goofy and then kind of just fade into actually leveled out after a while. Something I'm working on. Like I said, this is still something I'm working with. But I don't know what this is. This is just a fun little motion. Anyhow, if you want to see more of me behind the scenes, or you just want to know when each upload is, you could go ahead and follow my Twitter, but I'm not really active on it. I'm much more active on my Instagram. So, go check out my Instagram. Same, just _ Jaquel. You'll find me. And that is all for today. Until next time, much love. Peace out. Namaste. And goodbye. Yeah. Shut up, Kesbet. I love you too.